are shared with care. Hit the road with confidence to spare. Mohawk Table Talk, come join the ride. The podcast that's got you auto supplied. From deals to trends and buying advice, we'll make car shopping extra nice.
We are back for another week, and today, right before the winter storm, so we'll start right off with
barely before the winter storm.
Barely.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming. We live in upstate New York. It's going to snow. It's okay.
No, the funny part is I was just talking about how we haven't really received a snowstorm. We've received some 3, 4, 5, 6 inches, but we haven't gotten to the level of when I was a kid and you had the snowbanks that were literally 5 feet tall, and you would make your snow fort in the snowbank. I remember it probably wasn't the safest thing, but as the plow would come, I would hide in the snowbank.
Yes.
And like that.
Yeah,
now that I look
back,
great
I'm
idea.
still alive.
Can you imagine if it just toppled over on me?
Yeah.
But anyway, welcome everybody to Mohawk Table Talk, where we bring tips and tricks to make you an educated car buyer, because you know an educated car buyer is the best car buyer. And today we are talking about affordability, the reality of it, transparency, honesty, all of that fun stuff, with a special guest, Greg Johnson.
I'm here. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I really look forward to every time that you guys have me on.
And I'm also here with our esteemed co-host, Mr. Mike O'Toole.
That's right. I may or may not breakdance on the show at some time in the future, but
Yes.
we'll see what happens with that. That's all.
Dude, there's
that was
no
a pre,
way, dude.
That was a pre-camera.
1990s, Mike O'Toole was a legend in the breakdance community.
You have to have one photo of this.
All right. Well, we'll get. We got a full
docket
agenda.
here, yeah.
Anyway,
And,
we're moving on.
That's right. So we appreciate you tuning in. Thank you. Especially, I know we have a lot of loyal followers. They watch us every week. We come to you from the Mohawk Honda Studios on Fridays at 12 o'clock. We were right on the dot today.
Right on the dot. We might have been a little early.
That's right.
We're ready.
And we're coming to you, as you just heard the weather report, we're coming to you from upstate New York. We're in the Albany, New York market. If this is your first time tuning in, like Nate mentioned, it's Nate and Mike, and Greg Johnson's the general manager at the Mohawk Honda store, and that's where we're coming to you from. And if you have joined us once before the new year, you'll notice we're not in a different studio. We're in a what do you call it? Redesign studio.
Yeah,
that's right. And we have some candids in the back about what happened last year, all the events. Part of our show is so we share what's going on nationally in the car business, just to give you all the insight from a car dealer's perspective. And we also give you local news about what's going on with Mohawk Auto Group and how we're contributing back to the community. We have a few of those things to talk about before we get into the, what happened in 2025 and then what's going to happen in 2026, especially at the Mohawk Honda store.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And for those watching the replay, thank you so much, whether you're on Spotify, Facebook, our friends over here on TikTok. If you have a question, whether it's how to buy a car, my car is doing this, etc., any questions on servicing, maintaining, buying, repairing your vehicle, throw them in the comments. We do have a comment moderator, so if you have them, we can answer it on the show. We will. And after the fact, we will also answer it as well. So
that's right.
Let's dive into today.
Yeah,
Let's
we'll
go.
definitely make sure you put those comments in, and if you want to see any breakdancing footage, make sure you put that in there too.
Yes.
We'll get back to that after we're done.
I'm gonna spam the comments so I can definitely see those.
Yeah, can I comment in from right now?
100%.
I want to see the breakdance.
Speaking of athletic events, we have some things coming up that we want to talk about.
Yes, we'd love to be a part of the community, and we actually have one coming up February 1st at True Pickleball in Latham. It is the first annual Heridan Family Foundation Pickleball Tournament that yours truly is going to be in now.
Wow.
Okay.
So
I was coerced.
So pickleball is all the rage, right? You can't even turn on the TV without seeing a pickleball
Something
match. It's
pickleball.
like a professional league and everything.
Yeah, it's on ESPN now, so you know it's an official sport.
I'm putting my money on Nate. He seems like a very athletic, lanky pickleball type of.
So they made me register as novice because I've only played 3 times.
Man.
All right.
But I have one win under my belt
There you go.
in a tournament.
Well, that's one more than I
Church
had.
tournament, but still made it.
I wish everybody could see the smack talking that is going on
That's
in the
right.
showroom every day now, leading up the matches. oh, we're going to smoke you. Oh, we got you. Oh, I'm bringing my mom. We're going to take it down. Like, it's crazy the amount of trash talking that's going on. And I love it's all for a great cause.
That's right. For a great cause. Pickleball's the first one.
Pickleball's the first one.
Then after that, what do we have? We
They
have
just announced March
basketball.
March basketball. I almost said
Right.
it.
There's going to be some madness at Mohawk.
Mohawk
Madness.
Madness basketball
That's
tournament.
right. That's right. So that's going to be in March, of
That's gonna
course,
be in March,
as
so
it
make
should
sure
be.
you take
And
a
there's
look at that.
There's an equal amount of smack talking going on about the
yes.
basketball, and we have some guys and girls who play all the time, and some guys and girls who never play anymore. So that'll be interesting. But it's all for a good cause.
All for a good cause. Last year we did it. We only had one injury. A lot of sore people the next day. They hadn't played basketball in a long time and just came and they were hustling. So I was looking forward to it. It was a great time.
Cool.
So also a few other things. We were just at Maple Ski Ridge. Maple Ski Ridge is we are a proud sponsor of Maple Ski Ridge. It's actually I found out that they are like pretty much like the learning space. If you
really?
go, if you want to
Absolutely.
ever
Learn
learn
to
ski, snowboard, they got you covered. The mountain's not like a triple black diamond. So
Okay.
you know, myself, I actually learned how to ski. First time I ever
Oh,
gone
really?
skiing. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. So it does work.
So they said I have done probably one of the best they've ever seen.
Okay.
Not gonna pat myself
All
on the
right.
back.
There's no
but that's what they
witnesses
said.
to that. There's no witnesses.
Caden was there.
The producer was there.
I
That's
don't
right.
know.
And he's still walking around. So
I'm
that's
still
good news.
walking. We're
That's right.
still good. I will. Let's call Kirsten right now and get the instructor Nate. We'll get his phone number. No, but we partner with them, so some good content will be coming out with that. And then last night, the Mohawk Chevrolet squad was at Siena Basketball, and we did a nice little lifestyle shoot. But we had 3 people in their games, so they have
Oh,
like
really?
different like break games.
Yeah.
And so we had Emily, one of the salespeople at Chevrolet, do the putt challenge. Almost made it. It was
Okay.
like
Oh, man.
we
She's
gotta
a
get
good
you.
golfer.
Yeah,
She's a very good
we
golfer.
got to get Greg Johnson on the putt challenge, the blue putt challenge, and then Ben Bushin on the Broadview three-point. It's like halfway between 3-point and
That's a long way.
half court
What
shot.
do you do? Like throw like this? Like
No,
just
no,
heave
he
it?
was shooting
Really?
it, but
What
he
did he
didn't.
win if he got it?
If he won, he got like $500, but he didn't make it.
Okay.
all right.
He
Was
hit
it
the rim
close?
like every single time.
All right.
Oh,
That's
It was
pretty
like
close.
right off the. It was like, dude, you're like right there.
All right.
And
Crowd
then
was probably going nuts.
Ava
for it.
won $500 for
Oh.
the KeyBank Deal or No Deal challenge.
Oh, no kidding.
Okay.
So,
All right.
so we had some
So
fun
we're out
yesterday.
there. If you were at Siena, you saw some of the Mohawk crew up there, right?
Yeah.
Mohawk Chevrolet, and we bring our local events to you. You're certainly welcome to chime in if you have any comments about any of the events, and a lot of them, depending on what they are, they're open to the public. And if you see any of our cars there, you'll see the lettered up vehicles.
Yes.
We had Rap Kings on last week,
Yes, we
right?
did.
So you'll see some wrapped vehicles from us, and if that ever appeals to you and your small business, we certainly advise just to rewind what we did last week. We had Jordan from Rap Kings on, and he kind of gave the rundown. So that was just a little rewind of last week. But if you're at any of the events and you see our car, especially the social media response vehicle,
Oh.
fully wrapped, stop in and say hello. We're always happy to see everybody.
100%. So we are talking about affordability. I think that's probably like the biggest word right now.
Biggest
Obvi-
buzzword for
the
sure.
buzzword for sure. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone's thinking more about the wallet more than ever. Everyone has looked about it before, but now there's a lot more things that are going on that make people think about, is this going to be in my budget? Can I afford something? And we brought one of the experts here to see what one of the manufacturers is going to be doing. But how did we do when it comes to 2025? What did we see coming in and coming out?
Sure. Yeah, and 2025 wasn't just an awesome year, and there was a ton of adaptability that the team did here because affordability, the prices in payments just kept going up and up and up. So you have to educate the team on what the alternatives are and what kind of programs are available to our consumers. And I'm happy to say that from Q1 to Q4, our average payment here at Mohawk Honda went down. So the team is doing the right thing, educating the staff and helping the consumers find lower payments with all of our different creative financing options. So
Yeah, that was a big deal because I know last year Greg and I are normally plugged into what's going on kind of nationally, like with everybody, and some of the numbers that we've talked about, even on our podcast, are a little scary, right? Because we're talking about the average new car price being over $50,000 for a new car, right? And the average used car price around $28,000. That's a lot of money too. So, but we certainly want to call out, even though we like to bring you the industry info, that at Mohawk Honda, especially in Mohawk Chevrolet, a lot of our ability is to save you money, and we aren't necessarily in the norm, right? Like Greg just pointed out, we had actually our average payment, meaning what people left with in terms of what their new payment is, went down.
Went down as the year went on.
Yeah, as the year went on, that's crazy. So
that's incredible.
That certainly was it's always the name of the game. But it sounds like 2025 was a pretty good year for everybody.
2025 was a great year, and 2026 out of the gate super strong. The manufacturer Honda has come out and said that their goal for 2026 is 5% growth. 5% growth on an industry that is saying it's going to be pretty flat this year. So they're putting their money where their mouth is, and the incentives that have come out in January are incredible. It is the strongest incentives I've ever seen from them in a January, and it's going to be an awesome year. Payments are coming down, interest rates are coming down, affordability is at the forefront, and they're here to back us. And
yeah, that's so great, especially from the Honda point of view. Chevy also has some incentives that they have, and we touched on it last week. Nate and I did about loyalty, right? We talked a little bit about loyalty to a dealership, but also loyalty to the brand. And I'm proud to say I know most of the Honda models have a loyalty rebate, right? There's a loyalty rebate, and it actually improved the availability to include a lot more people in that.
That's correct. Yeah, it started out super tight. Only a couple manufacturers qualified for loyalty and conquest in the years and things. But as December went on, they kind of opened the floodgate, and then they kept it open and even made it better in January, which is incredible.
Yeah, and obviously why that matters. We combined a couple of topics there, right? Loyalty in terms of if you have a Honda, you love your Honda. Don't want to have a reason to not buy another Honda, right?
Yes.
So we want them to come back, of course, as the dealer. But secondly, if there's a rebate that's actually like a stack of money that you get off the car, if you get that savings, then that translates to savings on your payment, right?
Correct.
So what most people do is they make a decision based on what's my monthly payment going to be, because I know that's how I budget every month, right? For my household, that's what most people do, and so with that loyalty rebate, you're actually able to save some money. Your payment was going to be this, but with your loyalty rebate, your payment's actually a little bit lower, and that might have contributed to some of the lower payments over the last quarter.
For sure. And we've signed up some additional lenders that have creative terms to help keep driving those payments down. So
yeah,
it's awesome.
In fact, we here in the showroom, right? Because we're certainly partnered, and we work with credit unions, like local credit unions. There's a lot of them. Nothing bad there. A lot of those credit unions have alternative ways to finance, right?
Yes.
They're not like conventional financing, but they're not a lease. What have you seen in terms of availability for stuff like that?
Sure. So there's a few local lenders that have balloon programs, which a balloon, you get all the advantages of owning the vehicle, where you get the title, you've paid the tax on it, so you can trade it at any time. But then at the end, you have the option of paying a balloon amount and refinancing that, trading out of the car at any point, and it's significantly lower payments than a traditional financing term. So we have a lot of people that have kind of taken advantage of that, and less than 1% of people from the bank side are saying that people keep it all the way to the end. Most people, if you buy a car and you finance it, most people don't take it the whole term, keep the car. They want a new car, so they're trading it in. That's what you can do with this program as well, and we're finding payments $100 to $200 a month less than a traditional loan, which is pretty substantial.
Well, that's a huge number.
It's almost like a lease for a used car.
Kind of, it could be for used or new, right?
If a lease and a traditional finance got together and had a baby, boom, out pops a balloon, and that's what it is. And it is pretty special. And once you understand the program, to me it's a no-brainer. If you're looking for a car, I mean, we had somebody come in looking at a $55,000 or $60,000 pickup truck that we had, and the retail payment for 72 months compared to this Auto Advantage payment was $250 a month less.
That's
Wow,
incredible.
that's a lot.
$250 a month less.
That's
And
like
the-
a whole
That would
permit.
make me consider buying it.
Yeah.
Right, and
A month.
Correct. And the customer had no idea this was even available to them. No idea. And they were so happy when they figured out that they could actually get the truck they wanted in a payment that worked in their budget.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, especially, you know, some people, like let's take a truck person, if you need a truck, right, whether it's for your personal use or for work or whatever, like you can't go without one. As much as we love Honda Civics, like that Honda Civic might not work for that customer, right?
No, no.
You can't put lumber and stuff like that in it. So if you need that truck and so you want to find a way to make it affordable, there is an alternative way to do that, which is pretty cool. So you can always buy the vehicle, right, make monthly payments on it. You could always lease a vehicle, especially if it's new, but now we add a third that definitely helps. And to the dealer, to us, it doesn't matter which one.
It doesn't matter.
Which one somebody does, but we can certainly give everybody the options. And you know, that brings me to one of the things that I think is super important. We found when we reviewed last year's numbers a couple times now, and then at the Honda store was almost 6,100
Right.
cars total that were delivered. That meant 6,100 people saw value in our process and the cars and just like doing business here. And we obviously want to keep that going so that we can continue to keep that cycle of giving back to the community and so forth. So with that, I feel like a big part of our success of getting those 6,100 customers their vehicles was the transparency in the way that we sold the vehicles, right?
So
and
important.
That could have included maybe giving those alternative financing, saving somebody some money, especially as the year went on, to have a lower payment. So what do you see as far as the direction for sales in 2026, since we're 3 weeks into the year so far?
Yeah, I mean, you nailed it with transparency. It absolutely drives me nuts when I still hear consumers say, oh, I tried to get a price on something and I couldn't get a price. They made me come in. They strong-armed me. I had to go there to get the price. No, like, we are fully transparent here at Mohawk Honda. If you want a number on your trade, if you want a sale price on a car, you got it. Like, right up front, no questions asked. Like, you ask, you get it. Like, we're very forthcoming with all the information. We find that an educated consumer is the best one. They know what they want. They know what's out there. We give them the information, and it makes it much easier for them to transact with us. And we have lofty goals for 2026 because of that. We're doubling down on the transparency, the consumer experience. Mike just said we did 6,100 cars last year. Our goal for this year, 6,700. 6,700. There's no pun intended with that either. 6'7".
67.
6'7".
Oh boy, look at the comments go.
Go. Throw it in the comments.
But no, that's 3,000 used cars and 3,700 new cars. So lofty goals. We know that the manufacturer is going to provide us the support that we need, and I'm super excited to tune in next year on the same podcast and say, not only do we just do the 6,700, but we absolutely crushed it. We were able to help that many more people. So.
Absolutely, and in a day and age where transparency, I mean, that's in customer service. Customer service is the new currency, right? I mean, that's what it's all about, and that's why we have this podcast. You know, Nate and I sat down almost a couple years ago now, and we said, you know, we need to bring the podcast back because we need to be transparent. We need to let everybody know who watches every week what's going on, and you know, we do a whole bunch. If you haven't seen some of our other social posts, yours truly and a couple other folks, we do some of the behind the scenes type of media, right? We do some lives and we go back everywhere in the department. We talk with everybody. It's very important for you to understand exactly what makes us tick, so we can help you. And like Nate mentioned, we always start every show, we're talking about our community involvement and what we do. And it's not about us, it's about giving back to the community. And we couldn't do that without a full staff and without the resources that 6,100 people helped us do last year, and now we're looking forward to 6,700, so we can give even more back next year, which is really pretty cool.
It's really cool when you think about it. If you're a consumer and you come in and you transact with us, knowing that a piece of that purchase that you made is going right back in the local community, and we always try to support the local charities, and there's so many of them. But if you come in and you buy a car from us, you're giving back to the community too. So.
Right.
It's a little feel good for you as well, transacting with us, knowing that your money's going back into this community.
It's a big deal, and that's why we started this. Nate, probably it took me to get back there. It was a while ago when we sat down and we said, yeah, maybe we should bring the podcast back.
Yep.
And that's what we did. And look at that, we're well, and it was 2024. and we're in 2026 now.
Holy smoke.
That's
We
right.
did it.
We did it. We've done a lot. Now we're usually on time, but the good news is with the
We
advent of
started
social
on
media,
Tuesdays and then we went to Fridays.
as soon as you get that alert on your phone, folks, make sure you tune in because set up your alerts so and like and subscribe. That way you'll see when we go live. It'll be pretty neat.
Absolutely. And if you ever have any questions, again, throw them in the comments. Throw them if you're listening on Spotify. Throw them in the comments there. If you're listening on YouTube, Twitch,
Absolutely.
TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, throw them in there. We want to answer those questions. Again, we're trying to be as transparent as we can to make sure that you are an educated buyer because we know an educated buyer is the best kind of buyer. We truly
Yes.
believe that, and that's why we have this podcast.
Yeah, because we want to make it more efficient for you too. Like we don't want you spending hours in the dealership. No, the quicker that you can come in here, get the vehicle you want, or get your vehicle serviced, the better off it is for everybody. Because currency, time is also a form of currency too, and you never get it back. So the quicker we can make this happen for everybody, the better off it is.
That's right. That's right. We want to make sure that we bring to you a full scope of what's going on at Mohawk. A lot of people have approached me when I was in the dealership and thanked me. They're like, "Wow, I had no idea that you guys had." Did everybody see the live this week? Stacks and stacks and stacks of new tires, right? All season tires, all weather
Yes.
tires, and we had an influx after that of people coming in getting some winter tires because guess what? Winter is nowhere near over.
No.
Time to close.
How much snow were we supposed to get this weekend?
17 to 58 inches.
Yeah.
Something like
Something
that.
like that, yeah.
That map, that like radar map thing does not look good in terms of being
It's
able to
coming.
get anywhere. So buckle down.
All
or
we know
whatever.
is we're actually going to get snow.
That's
That's
it.
what we know.
Yeah.
But are we?
Yes.
Yeah, that seems like a foregone conclusion. but-
All right.
The snow is coming. The question is whether or not it's going to be a little or a lot.
That's
Yeah.
it. Whether you're working from home, wherever you work, or whether you're going into the office.
Yeah. You're probably hunkering down and watching some football on Sunday when the snow's coming down.
That's right. That's right.
My
That's
wife
it.
goes, "What do you want to eat for a snow day Sunday?" I was like,
Chili, clam chowder.
"Buffalo chicken dip."
There we go.
There you go. That's a favorite.
That's it.
Football, buffalo chicken dip.
There's the question
That's
of the
right.
week. What are you going to have on Sunday for football? But until next week when we find out that answer, this is Mohawk Table Talk. Again, thank you so much for watching. We come to you every week, Friday, 12 o'clock. If you have questions, if you have an episode that you would want us to cover, let us know in the